Hi, everybody. Steven from Arkansas here again. Depressed as always. It's going to be a lifelong struggle, for however long it is. Depending on my genealogy, of course. Grandfather on my mother's side, he lived until his 80s. My grandmother and oh, my grandmother on my father's side lived to 104. My grandfather on my mother's side lived until his 80s. I think I said that right. I'll be 55 in March. And I'm alone again. I guess when you spend most of your life alone, for about 20 years of it, I was very happy. I had everything. Why am I not feeling so good today? Well, recently I found out. Well, I already knew she had married somebody. She had moved to a small town in Arkansas where it'll be almost impossible for me to move to be nearby. Well, currently I don't have a vehicle. My finances are such that it would be difficult for me to have a car, so I'll have to find some way to come up with several $1,000s to buy a vehicle. I don't know how or if that will happen. I was hoping she would still be in a larger town that had a local bus route where the housing was more available. When I was making plans for that, then I found out she moved to the other small town. And there are my daughters, who I haven't seen in a year and a half. I can deal with her not wanting to be with me anymore. As I've said, it's like people with mental health, the majority of us that are in a relationship winds up in divorce. That I expected. At one time I even told her, feel free to leave me, I'm not the man you married. But taking my daughters away from me, not letting me see or talk to them, telling lies about me. I wasn't a good husband as I could have been. I wasn't a good father as I could have been. But I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs, I never laid a hand on them. Now, did I yell on occasion? Yes, I did. Absolute truth. I have a loud voice and it doesn't take much. When I get excited, my voice gets very loud anyway. And I was so angry about everything. My meds weren't working. It's not an excuse, it's just the truth. I shouldn't have. There. I've made many mistakes and I'll make many more. I'm human. I'm sorry I'm not as perfect as you are. But there it is. Do I still love her? Of course. Do I want her back? No. It's like cheating on your spouse is final tragedy that ends a relationship. Yeah, let me do this. It's like I've wrote poems for her. It's like I'm a decent writer. It's like that's one of my wishes to one day be a published writer. I love my wife. How much do I love you? You will never have a clue. How much do I miss you? As far as we are from the moon. Your eyes of deep blue is why I dream of you. Feeling your body next to mine, it just gets better of time. When I said I do, I meant my love would always be true. I'm sorry for all I have done. Please know you will always be the one. You are my soulmate, our love I will always celebrate. Know this, I love you, my wife. You will forever be the light of my life. feel. I don't know. There's no other way to put it. It's just the way it is. When you love somebody, you'll do anything for them. Forever and always. Loss is a terrible thing. Will you still wear my ring? Loss over time does not dim. I wish we could start all over again. What have I done that is so wrong? What can I do for the past that is gone? Just to hold you again like we did when it all began. But my heart has been broken. Her hands they can fix with but a token. Your love is a cross I wish to bear. Your heart I want to be near. Your hands I wish to hold. At your eyes I once again behold. Please give me another chance. I only wish to be your final dance. It's the simple truth. I met her when we were both still kids. And I loved her since that day, and I will love her till the day I die. I'm sorry for what I have done. With you, my life has only begun. You will always have my heart. I will always miss you when we are apart. I love the mother of my child. She still drives me wild. In your arms I am at peace. My love for you will never cease. Eternity does not seem too long. Apologize for all I have done wrong. May I lay beside you once more? To my love forever I swore. I wrote her many poems. They were for her and only her. I do not know what to say to make up to you in every way. I will never say goodbye. Do you know why? Because what God has given to one another, no one may tear asunder. You are my soulmate. It can never be too late. I will do all that I can to show you I will always be your man. I am no hero. I may be a zero. You are my better half. I will once again make you laugh. I'm truly sorry I made you cry. I would rather die. I've always loved you, and always will, through and through. When you love someone, it doesn't end. A soulmate is a soulmate. Some people just don't know what that means. Passion is not love. That's what so many kids and so many couples don't realize. When you first fall in love with someone, discovering everything about each other over the course of the first few years, that's great. But then you have to have real love. Love that can, through thick and thin, for better, for worse, in sickness and health. No, I will never marry again. I always said then. I always keep my promises. It's difficult. Spending the rest of your life with somebody, some people just can't imagine it. They don't know what they're missing. Then there's others that just marry over and over again looking for that first moment, that first kiss again and again until 5 or 6 marriages later, you're still miserable, and it's always somebody else's fault. After that many marriages, you ain't figured out who the problem is. Try looking in the mirror again. By the way, she's on her third marriage. She's only been the only one for me. I was 30 something when we got married, and from the first moment I laid eyes on her, words just don't speak enough what that meant to me. I still smile when I think about her. My daughters, Ruby, Scarlet, and Rosa. A man will die for his wife. A mother will die for her children. That's the way it should be. If you find somebody that truly loves you and wants to be with you forever and will never leave you, never does anything to intentionally harm you, keep that person. Just because they aren't always there when you want them, because they don't say the right things at the right time, because they forgive an occasional important date to you, or because they have a sudden sickness. I've heard of couples when the other found out the one had cancer, when the one wound up in the hospital, the other one divorced that person. I wasn't in here. I didn't sign up for this. I didn't sign up for children. I didn't sign up for you getting sick. Giving up is for quitters. It's an old saying. Some people just, you gotta know what you're getting into when you get into a relationship. If you're only in it for the sex, if you're only in it for the passion, for the short term, and you don't think long term, when you're old and gray and your bodies are falling apart, it should bring you a smile to your face when you can think of looking at each other as each other's bodies fall apart. Your beauty fades, your muscles turn to flab, your black hair turns to gray. There's no better thing I think of than breathing your last breath next to the one you love. The old and gray and alone. Not much to smile about that. But I will have kept my promise. I don't know when I'll see my kids again, but I will. I don't know if she'll ever speak to me again. That's her choice. Life is full of challenges. It was never meant to be easy. Nobody ever promised you a rose garden. It was never meant to be easy. Dying's easy, living's the hard part. Never give up. Never give in. God, grant me the strength to change make the changes I can. The serenity to accept the things I cannot. And wisdom to know the difference. Peace and love to everybody. Thanks, guys. I'm signing off. Blessings to everyone.